Let me be clear. I support LGBTQ rights. I'm an ally. I'm inclusive. I'm all for equality. But if we're honest, within the transgender and non-binary communities, there are small but very vocal minorities and their toxic friends who are painting the entire LGBT community in a bad light. And people can identify as whatever they want, but again, to be brutally honest, that doesn't alter reality. I could identify as a Wedgwood bone china dinner service, but that won't get me valued on the Antiques Roadshow. And before we go forward, with two examples of individuals who are determined to win gold in the victimhood Olympics while simultaneously blaming their problems on everyone else, there are two important points. Firstly, identity is not the same as biology. And secondly, no matter how self-important and deluded you are, the world does not revolve around you. So first up, we have a woman from the USA called Dawn Henry, and she's lodged a complaint against Delta Airlines. And in the next few sentences, you'll know all you need to know about her. The 52-year-old from Arizona complained she was unable to buy a ticket for, ready, her 21-year-old child. I mean, I'm 43. Technically, I'm still the child of my parents. But if someone's 21, they're clearly not a child. So why refer to them as if they're still learning to fucking walk? The issue is that in order to book a seat on a Delta flight, one must tell the airline the gender of the passenger, female or male. And Dawn said she couldn't book a ticket because her child is gender non-binary. For fuck's sake. She took to Twitter saying Delta is discriminating against non-binary individuals and not allowing them to fly. Now the issue is that her non-binary child had their birth certificate altered. So instead of an M or an F, it now reads X. However, this wouldn't have stopped Dawn from booking a ticket. Again, identity is not the same as biology. All she needed to do was enter her child's biological sex. It's that simple, but no, she had to kick up a fucking fuss. And why would the airline want to know the gender of their passengers? I'm guessing that the entire airline industry takes security pretty fucking seriously. For me, it feels like she's projecting her failings as a parent onto Delta Airlines because she's raised a 21-year-old, whatever it is, who despite being an adult can't book their own airline ticket. That's pathetic. So let's move along to this individual. And let's play along, let's use her preferred pronouns. She's one of many militant trans and non-binary people who take to TikTok with essentially a list of demands or outright fucking threats. So here's what she said. There's a genuine chance that the next person to misgender me might get a punch in the face. And I really don't know what to say because there's nothing I can do about it. Don't blame me. You're the one that misgendered me. My hands were just the ones that reacted. So let's break that down. So let's reiterate those points again. Identity is not the same as biology, and the world does not revolve around you. So if someone's misgendered her, well, so fucking what? Because if someone refers to her as male, technically they are correct. And the world is changing so fast, many people can't keep up. For example, if just 15 years ago I'd seen a man in a dress, I wouldn't have thought that person must be transgender, I need to hear about their journey. I would have thought that bloke is going on a fucking mad stag do. Saying that she can't help it if she punches someone in the face. Well, sorry, if someone says something to you, possibly by mistake, and you assault them, well, that's fucking on you. And the weird thing is, by releasing this video, she's signing the confession before she's committed the crime. And more to the point, if she does throw a punch at someone and ends up having her arse handed to her, waking up in intensive care with a broken nose and her jaw wired shut, well, that video once again confirms that she's the instigator. But of course, that won't be what will take place. She'll be straight on TikTok complaining of a transphobic attack. And here is a very important point. People are fallible. We make mistakes. For example, my name's Daniel, although only my family call me that. Everyone else calls me Dan or Danny. And I recently met someone for the first time. It was quite loud, and I said, my name's Dan. Now, he thought I'd said, my name's Darren. So he referred to me as Darren a couple of times until I pointed out the error, at which he apologised and I said, there's no need to apologise, it's not a big deal. I now realise what I should have done was to have a complete fucking meltdown saying, I've been misnamed, I'm oppressed, I'm the victim, and if you don't agree with me, you're a monster. But I didn't, because I'm a fucking adult. So here's a suggestion for these types of people. Have a fucking day off. Come and introduce yourself, because not everyone knows who you are. Get off your moral high horse and have a conversation. A conversation that doesn't just revolve around you. And here's another important point. Most people don't give a shit. If I meet someone, if they're trans or non-binary, I couldn't care less. I'm more interested in what I'm having for dinner that night. And it doesn't bother me until they start waving their victim card around, pretending they're special. Being different isn't the same as special. However, should anyone watching this video meet me in person and immediately let me know your gender and your pronoun preferences, I'll walk away, because clearly you'll be a self-obsessed fucking halfwit. For everyone else, thanks for watching.